For all of you who wish to know, this monkey head video was created for a school project and therefore does not reach the superiority of a true monkey head video. I apologize in advance. Ow! Have you ever found out your favorite rock was dead? Make you freak out and bumped up your head. So if not, you should get out of bed and rock out with your homie with the monkey head. I just ran into a ball! Welcome, all you people, all you viewers, to a more educational way of the Monkey Head. Please enjoy the Monkey Head's talk show as we speak with two great people from a really old book and a really old movie. So we shall start with our first personal guest, and his name starts with a B, and then it keeps on going to be an A-O, and then it ends with Wolf. It is not spelled that way, but it is Beowulf. His name is Beowulf. Beowulf, ladies and gentlemen. Yay! Welcome, Beowulf, to this new talk show of such horribleness and pitiful talking name.
Greetings from the faraway land of the Gates, where our fertile soil is so rich and abundant, and the kings glutton off the sight of cooperation, where the cattle grow so fat, so quickly, it is merely a matter of months before you can harvest it and eat it at your dinner table, where the mightiest of heroes linger from the smallest of villages, go off into the wilderness and create a name for themselves amongst the people, and where the Elkins no longer feast on the flesh of people.
That's great. Right, so we have to do this like 15 question number, and so I'm going to give you 15 questions. Our first question: why did you go to Sweden? Oh no, here we go.
Alas, I went to the land of the Swedes, where the great Grendel ravaged upon people's souls and ate them like dandelions. But I went there for the sole purpose of fame and glory, to save the people and to get myself some booty.
Yes, that's very fascinating. Right, okay, let's go on to number 2. Yes, how did it feel ripping off Grendel's arm?
Ripping off the appendages of that horrid beast was just as delicious as eating an apple with kiwi and a hint of chocolate full of gummy bears. At the highest point of the atmosphere, where the dew on the honey can be sprinkled upon it and then topped up with sprinkles and whipped cream.
Right. Okay, number 3. About how much in American dollars did you get from Hrothgar for killing Grendel?
To exclaim how much riches I earned is more than a parable.
Now shut up! You will speak normal English in a very normally English way.
Fine.
Good.
If I remember right, it was approximately, $1,024,000.
Cool. Number 4. How did you know what was killing all the people in the Herod, and how did you find this mother of Grendel?
Let me explain it to you in a way that would make you least bored out of your mind. Simply put, I knew it was Grendel's mother because the tracks were practically identical, except for hers were quite a bit bigger. Because simply put, she was a very fat beast. I mean, like, I don't even see how is it she got into the hole, because she's like just boom. Apparently she like bashed through the door and had like a little suction thing going on. I don't really know. But we found her pretty much because of the tracks, and her tracks were huge and they led into this puddle.
So, how did you swim that long down without, dying?
Ah, yes, that part. Well, essentially, it was kind of strange. That puddle had giant bubbles erupting from the bottom. And, well, every time that I went lower, I hit a bubble, and then I just... and then held my breath for another 10 seconds. And then held my breath for another 10 seconds. And then...
Okay. How did you find the cave under the water?
Ah, yes. Well, as I got to the bottom, there were those tracks again of that fat mother of his that just decided to crawl out into some unknown abyss. And so I followed the tracks, and it turned out that was the cave. It was pretty simple, really.
So yeah, after you killed Grendel's mummy, how in the world did you get back up to the surface?
Well, actually, those bubbles there came from a source that was an underground bubble maker. All I had to do was clog the bubble maker for enough amount of time to create a giant bubble in which I could ride up onto the top.
This is probably a dumb question, but were you really that much of an idiot to fight the dragon alone? I mean, why is it you didn't bring anybody?
Unequivocally, the dudes I was with are wimps. And so I went in and then I started hacking it up, blah blah blah, and then one of them decided to come in and help me, and good fellow, I love him, yes. But everybody else is going like, oh no, Beowulf will save us. No, Beowulf is in there getting munched up by a big ugly worm. Do you understand me?
Fascinating. Now, tell me, who are your personal favorite heroes, and why is it they are?
Well, I must say, one of my greatest heroes was Larry the Cable Guy, because he was completely devoted to keeping his ancestry alive, and if anybody decided to go and mess with his sheep, he'd go and knock them dead with a baby gun.
I'm gonna stop you right there. Can you go to another one, possibly?
There is one other. Homer Simpson. I really like him because he will do anything for food, but at least he will do anything for something.
Fascinating, great, amazing, could everybody jump up and down. How many girlfriends have you had?
Oh my gosh, I've had so many girlfriends, it's not even funny. Then they dump me the next day, which is kind of weird and I don't get it.
Oh really, why is that?
Well, I haven't really figured it out yet.
Was it because of your big mouth?
Might be.
Tell us of a small history of all of the beasts that you have brutally slaughtered with your big, strong muscles.
Well, when you think about it, backtracking, there was the dragon, there was Grendel's mom, there was Grendel, which I want to count, and then there was this very strange sea creature that looked like Mr. Beans with 18 appendages holding a guitar with a guitar pick up his nose, a werewolf, an SUV, a broccoli monster, a Toyota Prius, multiple Elkaboos, a golden retriever, and the width of a hippopotamus. And then there was a funny looking bug that I found when I was age 3.
How much can you bench press?
Bench press 720.
Nifty. What size are you?
I am an extra large.
The last one, aren't you supposed to be dead?
Oh!
That certainly answers that question. And now, for our next guest. Let us all bring out Kino, the funky fisherman. Oh snap, we're running late on time. We have to get this done in a jiffy. Let's first welcome our guest. Welcome.
Hello.
Where did you live?
The Caribbean.
How long did you know Juana?
14 years.
And what was Juana's name?
Juana.
What did the music of evil sound like?
The Hallelujah Chorus.
What type of scorpion bit your son?
An evil, poisonous, slightly sand-tinted Caribbean scorpion.
Were the pearls that you tried to give the doctor fake?
They were in the film, but they were supposed to be real.
Was the giant pearl fake?
They were in the film, but they were supposed to be real.
Why is it you were being stalked by freaky people with guns that wanted to shoot you and steal your pearl?
They wanted my precious.
About how long were you running from them in the desert?
It was supposed to be about around 3 days, but on the set it counted up to about 5 hours.
How did you know that the ancestors were killed when you found them in the cave?
The pearl told me.
When you got shot, were you, pretending to die, or were you doing the Matrix?
It was a little bit of both, actually, because you see...
We don't have time to get into details. Did you enjoy holding the gun? Why did you throw the pearl into the water?
It was evil.
How did you know that it was evil?
The pearl told me.
And why did you star in that pathetically boring movie?
I was a poor man and I had no steak to feed my hamster.
And the next and final question, how many times can you say bubblicious?
13 times.
Alright, the crazy fisher Kino, everybody. That appears to be all the time we have for today. Be very happy, drive safely, jump around like a rabbit elk because I can.